Come on, push the button now. Right now. Right now.
Button's pushed. We're live streaming.
Pushed. Holy crap, we're here. We are streaming at this very moment.
Holy shit.
We have streamed?
We have streamed. We are in mid-stream.
I have infected you with how I refer to Clips yelling at me.
A little bit, right.
Because he's scrim. He doesn't scream, he's scrim.
And I go, why you scrim? And he goes,
he yells a lot. It's a very vocal baby.
Right, I was in the bathroom and Heather comes through the door and I was like, what the hell? I heard the cat through a fan and running water and a door. Jesus. He's a very unhappy boy. Hey, Rinker is in the chat. That's very exciting. So, brief update for Rinker. Shit happened. I live in a new state. A lot of life stuff happened. I will have to get you a new address if you want to send me things. All right. Conversation that is I'm fine having, not on the internet. Anyway, who wants to cover what happened last time, which was some time ago?
Right. It was a span.
In a minute.
It was a span of at least 60 seconds.
Yes, we were spent a lot of time in a market under the basically under the sea, in that middle range that's still habitable below the waves, but not so far down that there's leviathans or anything. So there's this sort of submerged market called the Hole.
Yep.
And we were shopping for some needful things and selling the ship that we got from the pirates that attacked us. And Mycelia had an extended exchange with a and sort of an archival book restorer to get a couple of her oldest personal journals from one of her previous lives restored enough that she could continue to read them. Because what happens is every time she dies, she grows back, but she grows back basically with not very, very minimal memory. So she relies on those journals to not make the same mistakes twice, to try to get up to speed on previous relationships that, probably remember her, things like that. So precious cargo, but she does need a trained professional to restore the ones that are that old.
Trained professional.
Yes, and we were on our way to the Three Anchors, which is a rough kind of a settlement but a very well established one, slightly to the north, to try to retrieve a friend of hers who she knew from a previous life, right? In order to bring said friend back to a different settlement called the Gray Market, if I recall correctly. Where their existing Tempest person really would like to not live there anymore. And Mycelia's hypothesis is that her friend, who would very much like to not live where she's at, might be happy to take their place.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Liz, sidebar. Mm-hmm. The recipes and stuff you create, given the new space, baked goods are a much more common thing here. So we'll have to actually make them. It'll be fun.
Oh, God. You'll find out how shit I am or I'm not, right?
Right. I'll be outside picking up random colored plants, bringing them inside. Robin will be like, what the fuck is that? And I go, well, look, don't look at me. It's in Liz's recipe. It says purple mushroom from the green side of the dirt. I don't know what that means.
Good luck getting rattlesnake.
Right.
Please don't. No.
Look, just because we're making it doesn't
You're
mean
gonna get fungus. Get fungus from a store.
But fresh field fungus.
Do you have enough knowledge?
Mushrooms.
Yeah. Do you have enough knowledge of
mycology?
Mycology.
No, I do not.
Safely.
Mycology.
No, okay. I do not.
Then please purchase from someone who does.
Sure.
Because so you don't die, hallucinate, or poison everyone.
Or all three, right? I was once told that there are old mushroom hunters and there are bold mushroom hunters, but there are no old, bold mushroom hunters.
Right.
I think this is true of many things in life, but especially mushrooms.
And
parachutes.
Right. Like, listen, if at first you don't succeed, maybe parachutes aren't your thing.
Deep sea monster hunters.
The way you made that sound as if there are old parachutes and there are bold parachutes, but there are no old parachutes.
You're right, yeah.
Well, parachutists.
Right, parachuteurs.
Parachuters.
I'm not sure.
Skydivers.
People who
Skydivers?
decide they genuinely want to jump from a plane for either fun or their occupation.
Sure. Yeah.
I am neither.
Yeah, I feel like I was telling a friend of mine that I want to run an ultra marathon, and I was like, besides, who doesn't want to run an ultra marathon on Marathon Road? And he went, this guy right here. I do not want to do that, Jay. You're crazy.
This reminds me of what I've seen bomb technicians say about bomb technicianing, which is you're either right or it's over.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that deal in that.
There's no pressure.
Don't have
really.
anxiety. There's no pressure because you're very unlikely to get it wrong and still be around. You're not dealing with the consequences. You get one or the other.
Right. You either going to nail it or you don't have to worry about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
you either do it right or it's not your problem anymore.
That's a good time. Excuse me. So you're on your way to 3 anchors. Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Who makes the roll on their way to 3 anchors? I think I know the answer, but who makes the roll?
Did we finish actually selling our ship? I think was the other question because there were ship stakes we had to navigate, and I don't.
Oh, that's right. Yes, there were.
We were to decide on what we were going to put on the ship.
Who was doing that other than? Well, I guess it was Esmea. Slapdash, were you with Esmea, or were you?
I think
was it Mycelia?
It wasn't Heather. It was one of.
No, yeah, Lasahana was still down. In the
I want to say I didn't take Slapdash because Mike said I would be bad at negotiating, and so I took Mycelia. Does that sound familiar to anyone?
It does.
Yeah, it does. I'm trying to think if Mycelia would have been there making the final handoff after the negotiations were decided, though, because trying to remember if that was being done while she was doing her bit with the bookseller.
I think we were making Heather do that because she's captain.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing?
I think we nominated you for the final handover.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
If I remember correctly.
I don't remember at this point. I just remember Lasahana was still down in the market and was doing the other errands.
Uh-huh.
You know my favorite part about us not remembering?
What?
What's that?
It is on YouTube, and we could have checked. We did not.
We could have.
We sure didn't.
We could have, but we didn't.
So, if we're wrong, too bad.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Which is gonna imagine in the distant future when we have like thousands of viewers for this, and they watch these episodes back to back after in the span of like a couple hours and just go, "Wow, that was a hard pivot."
Right?
Listen, I'm a Moon Knight fan. Part of being a Moon Knight fan is you understand that your grip of reality is tenuous.
Okay, so I pulled up my notes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's right. We have a person who actually writes shit down and knows what was done and said and what decisions were made, like a silly person.
So I do have a reference here about we reached the hole without incident. There's a bit of discussion about their security procedures. We didn't have any trouble getting an agreement of sale for our captured vessel. It's 2 Mothran fellows named Modra and McTaggart. Hopefully we closed the deal. It doesn't sound like we got as far as actually closing the deal, though.
I think you guys might still be on the ship with whoever the rep was.
So I guess it's just a matter of do I need to do a roll or something to ensure that we hand off the deal or whatever else.
Do you have a specific which is say if you want to just get a little under market value, you can just take it, or you can roll for it and maybe do better and maybe do worse. Up to you.
I thought Esme had rolled for at least part of this already. But I don't remember what she did.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't get down was because I was pretty sure we had decided what we got for it. We just hadn't actually sat down as a group and gone over the options, but I don't have a note
right. Yes,
or how many stakes we got.
I think you got stakes and then you needed to spend them.
Yes.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just hadn't actually done that part.
do you want to do that part on the stream or play on like you already did it and then pick the stakes after on the break or something?
I'm pretty sure this is a case of us not doing our homework, because last time I think we decided to do it between streams.
Yeah, and then there's such a gap. And
then life got nuts. Wicked nuts.
Yeah. So maybe we just start deciding on stakes like during the break.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that'll give us a chance to like circle up with Slapdash and get the crew back together and make a plan for how we're gonna get to the outskirts of Three Anchors.
Do a crew huddle.
Wildsea has an expansion book that I'm excited to buy.
Oh,
I know some of what's in it. It's ridiculous. I'm very excited.
And then Mycelia also has a bit of lore related to the anchor that broke away, because it's 2 anchors now. I remember that from the previous notes. 3 anchors lost one of their anchors, and missing anchor would have stuff that would be particularly interesting to Slapdash. So I don't know if we wanted to try and make a little detour or use that as a pit stop along the way.
How fascinating!
3 anchors lost their anchor is funny.
They lost one of the 3 anyway. There's 2 more left.
3 anchors, formerly of 3 anchors.
Right.
2 of 3 anchors. Yeah.
2/3 anchors.
Rough.
Meanwhile, if anyone's trying to check on Slapdash, you'll just sort of see him standing sort of motionless on the deck.
So are we back on our ship?
Yeah, I think so. I think Mycelia would have wrapped up her business.
That is my understanding. Is we are skipping to the part where you were on the ship.
We've done all the errands. We've gotten all our supplies. Okay.
Topped off our stores, our food stores. Yes.
That is my understanding. Yes.
Mycelia trots up with like a combination of like nervous and excited energy. So she's like, I should make sweet scrap cookies for everyone. What's wrong with Slapdash?
Just falls over.
Falls over. Oh no. He fall down and go boom.
Was his name Mast? Was that our wonderful assistant?
Our utility squid?
Squid comes over and attempts to help Slapdash become upright.
You start seeing like his various component parts sort of disassemble and fun, but
Would
he just spontaneously die?
No, the orb at the center of
is disassemble.
The orb at the center of Slapdash is still glowing and pulsing. It briefly flickers out, and then
inner orb is still pulsing. That's important.
Right. Yeah, and then it. You start seeing the pieces start reassembling.
Oh no!
There's some shuffling around being done though. It's clearly he's not being put back together in quite the same arrangement he was before.
Yep. Like
at which point he'll just sort of.
I'm just gonna say in the general direction of Asmea, what is it with this crew and being put together in so many different fashions? In so many different fashions, in
but not
one
fascisms.
No fashions for each of us.
Esme didn't even hear half of that because she had started moving in Slapdash's direction, and then he was already assembled by the time she's most of the way there.
Like Lasahana and Hiram have the Amberborn thing. Mycelia has been reborn and reborn and reborn and reborn. Slapdash has been reconstructed and reconstructed and reconstructed, and
and then Esme is still in one piece.
Complete.
Yeah.
He's like the Doctor Who over here.
In all fairness, Esme is still in one piece. Asrar, on the other hand.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I was directing it towards Asmea, because everyone else.
Yeah, I've swapped out for a stable person.
Thank you for holding. Your call is very important to us.
Max looks very confused.
Oh man, does Slapdash have a central menu that we can run a diagnostic?
If you'd like to talk to an actual person, please press 1. Your
call is important to us.
Right.
If my orb has been pulsing and spinning for more than 30 seconds, please reset me. Yeah.
My apologies for the brief absence. I was performing an emergency software patch.
What
emergency? What happened?
I don't remember the voice I had for Esme.
I was experiencing a profound existential crisis.
Nikki, Esme was like a mix between your normal and your customer service.
Okay.
Like slightly higher, but still very chill and very even keel.
Oh, okay.
Very flat.
Okay, so up here?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Cool. Thank you.
I was like, there was just this, it was just the tiniest little shift, but I could still tell the difference.
Sorry, does your name say Sladash Van Debris version 1.2?
Yes.
I love it.
Oh, I was gonna
say
he's
not Slapdash anymore. He's Sladash.
No, sorry. That's a typo.
Oh, okay.
Look, existential crises are known to cause little brownouts in the ground.
Right.
Wow.
Is he the version named after the software patch?
I had to briefly reallocate my resources.
Is the orb still central, or has it
defragmentation?
Has the orb moved to be like the brain or the heart or something, or is it still the center?
It's still roughly the heart-ish area.
Okay.
My core processor briefly had to recalibrate to reflect my profound existential crisis.
If Slapdash gets hit with a frag grenade, he could defrag his hard drive.
Nicole.
No, I think you're onto something. You take a frag grenade, you shove it into Slapdash's pants, and you see what happens.
Hey, hard.
What?
Slapdash in his pants?
Well, thank you. Narrator guy.
I hate to say this, but we are already so back in the worst way possible.
I know. We never leave.
I don't know if you could call Slapdash a nudist, because I don't think it counts if you don't have skin. So...
Hey, Nikki, I would argue that the Titans from Attack on Titan are nudists.
I disagree. Also, they have skin, so I don't think that counts anyway.
Do they? The pictures I've seen, they don't.
They're like big people.
And the pictures I've seen are just the like muscle and sinew, so never mind.
I love how the closest on course we are to staying on track with this is Jay asking if Slapdash in character in canon has bits.
Right.
We already know Slapdash has tubes, and he does with them what he pleases, and we need to move on.
I do indeed have a series of tubes.
That is the most detail we need to know about this sentient creature in front of us.
Oh my God.
Never kept you just long enough. It looks like you walked under my Celia's feet.
What an entity does with an entity's tubes is no other entity's business.
Exactly.
Look, humans are also a series of tubes.
Lasahana doesn't even look perturbed by what just happened. Slapdash. Lasahana looked slightly concerned, and then he reconfigured, and she was like, "Okay, fine, that's fine."
Dude, well, you know what?
That's not even close to hi, puppy.
Hi, puppy. Oh, look at
you. Hello, baby.
Dog, you get an airplane ride. Yeah.
I don't know that doggy wants. Oh, but she's
look at that face.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. Would you like to
say, I didn't know if she wanted an airplane ride, but she looks happy about it.
Everybody likes an airplane ride. I keep trying to get you to pick me up.
Meanwhile,
you can get on a plane yourself. That's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
I just had to briefly give a cameo for a little Ione.
Absolutely.
New functionalities acquired. Rib tickler weapon.
Don't like that.
So
don't like that.
Spoon gun.
Oh, or spoon gun.
Even my Celia's like,
don't like that.
Serious. He just disassembled himself.
Recycling our cutlery.
I understand the mechanical reasons for changes, but what the fuck is with your weaponry?
I'm sorry. Do you not like my puns?
How do your weapons get their names? Do you come up with them, or are they pre-labeled like that?
Mike, I have a genuine question for you. Have I ever cared about puns?
Yes.
Yes, it's
Constantly.
They hurt you. You
care a
all the
lot.
time.
You just
And
have
Have I ever cared positively in a positive affliction towards puns?
Yes. There have been times where you go, God damn it, that was funny.
Yeah. There have been a handful, and there are a handful I appreciate. But when you just straight up ask, do I like your pun? Did I laugh at it? Did I find it funny? Or was I concerned?
Well, the rib tickler is...
Yeah, he was asking whether you didn't like it.
How does the rib tickler work?
You gotta stop saying that.
I have no positive connection to your puns, good sir.
Oh, you people are gonna kill
That's
me.
fine.
You people are the best.
Humor is subjective.
It really is.
It really is. Right. But you know it's not. My love for you crazy people.
I don't even know whether or not Lasahana likes puns. I just know that her sense of humor is deadened right now. She's getting it back. She's slowly reacquiring all sense of humor. But life's been a bit traumatic, y'all. So
if you're feeling unwell, please drink from my chalice.
Don't like that. Don't like
what
that.
What does that look like?
Remind me, have you seen the Port
What does
Jester?
that look like?
It's a coffee mug that says "World's Best Dad."
Aww.
I actually think she
not Ship's Best Robot?
No.
They don't
gotta
make
get you another
mugs
mug.
called that because robots aren't real.
Oh boy.
Right. Oh boy, no wonder
Yeah, man,
existential
for sure,
crises were
100%.
initiated. Lasahana will take a drink if you proffer it in an actual mug.
Is it
And
car-
not a
is it
very
mechanic?
old,
Is it
weird,
oil?
probably need to be cleaned piece of metal.
No, it's literally it's just like it's an old ceramic mug from before society collapsed.
Yeah, an actual mug. She'll drink out of an actual mug for sure. Now, if you poison me, we're gonna have an issue.
You know, but only briefly because you'll be dead. You know who Slapdash reminds me of? Because between when we did this, between last time we did this and the present, I've seen the original Wizard of Oz, and the Slapdash lands somewhere between the Lion and the Tin Man, which I think is a lot of fun. I've never seen that before. And the Lion saying things like, "What puts the ape in apricot? What do they got that I ain't got?" Is some shit that is fantastic.
Oh, it's great.
Like,
Lion's a great character.
What gives the muskrat his musk? What? That's nope. Not how that works.
I'm Discord. I'm trying to share cute pictures of my kitties.
But the lion also moves like a traditional person, and Slapdash I don't think does. What with all of his tubes and spheres and
Slapdash is the tall, elongated big brother of Ben from Treasure Planet in my brain. Just so you know how I picture him.
Oh, a wee bit elongated. I see.
All of the limbs, sir.
So yeah, basically the chalice is a new set of functionality that allows me to restore or grant temporary or temporary hit points if you sip from it, healing actual hit points if you drink like the whole thing.
I want that on a shirt. Temporary hit points if you sip from it. I want that on a shirt.
Slapdash, is your existential crisis resolved then?
No.
You just said robots aren't real. No, it's not.
No, but the software patch will allow me to function without the thoughts interfering with my ability to function.
Oh, God. That was a good time.
Okay, now Lasahana looks concerned. Now she looks concerned. Now there is a oh no.
That was a good time. Like,
would more whispers make it worse or better?
I don't know. I've never previously experienced.
Mike, do you just always have to be playing a character who's having a crisis? Is this just a requirement for you?
Mike uses dice as therapy. It's much cheaper.
That's not what I said. Specifically, do you always have to have a character that is going through crisis? Not do all of your characters have to go through crisis, but is it impossible for you to have no characters having an internal crisis.
I mean, where's the fun in that? Stable, well-functioning individuals don't make good adventures.
Well-functioning, and I didn't say they weren't dealing with any crisis, but internal crises specifically.
Well, I spend so much time in my own head. That's just how I assume everybody is.
That's valid as fuck. I try not to have the internal crises as an ongoing theme, but rather an intentional, all right, now I'm going to have this character, blah, 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 blah.
So, so my feelings were like, so the anchor that got loose apparently used to be called the Empire State Building.
Oh, of course it did. Of course it did. I think
I knew it was called was Whispers East. Because of the three anchors. Of the three anchors, that was the one that was known to be like, there were a lot of whispers in there. It was like the oldest of the three anchors in terms of like the structure that served as the anchor, the original building was the oldest one. The other two buildings that are anchors for three anchors are newer, weren't around pre-V long enough to have acquired a lot of whispers.
Do we know what they were?
Whispers East did.
Do we know what they were called?
The original buildings? Mm-hmm. I, the player, no. Does Mycelia probably doesn't have an origin for the name because they were newer buildings. Yeah. Yeah. One of them geographically is really close to where Central Park was and may have a slapdash-shaped hole in it. Because the location of the building where Slapdash smashed into the windows, when I happened to create three anchors for backstory for the character, one of the buildings tall enough to be a anchor for stuff that had grown this high also sat awfully close to where Slapdash would have been banging in building. Yes. Nice. So anchor number two might well be recognizable as the building that he had found Grandma Chaos in.
Nice.
So during the break, I'll retrieve my notes and I can map in there which other two buildings it is. But Empire State Building is the one that was Whispers East.
Yeah.
Sure. If you have a pre-existing pile of data for the third anchor, go for it. Or is that the one that's been lost? When we say disconnected, do you mean lost beneath the waves or just like floating debris in front of everything else? A constant reminder that nothing's permanent.
So you had brought up that in game that there's only that three anchors is just two anchors now because one of them had gotten loose. I don't think we went into further detail on its whereabouts, but I figure since it's broken off relatively recently, it's at least nearish enough to the surface that somebody noticed it's still around somewhere.
You bet.
So my thinking is it would be accessible.
Sure. As you sail towards three anchors, the third one is here. It has done what ships do when they bump up out of the water. It comes up and then lays flat, and there's enough branches to hold it.
Just to confirm, the market we were just at doing all of that was the one we needed to stop by.
The hole, yes.
Yes. Okay. Just making sure because I hadn't fully remembered if that was the case. Okay.
And now you're off to three anchors. I don't actually remember why you were headed to three anchors.
We were headed to the three anchors to get Mycelia's friend.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mycelia
has friends.
Yes.
I know. Wild.
Query.
All right.
Why are the anchors floating? That's not what anchors are for.
Only one is floating. It's the loose one over there. The other two are still anchored where they should be. The building that served as the anchor for Whispers East, which is apparently the Empire State Building in the old folks' tongue, that apparently broke somewhere along the way. I don't know how or why yet, but buildings do sometimes, those old buildings do sometimes collapse. And the Empire State Building was the oldest one. Maybe something failed in the what's the word they used to use? The bottom gave out. Probably. That's usually what happens.
Yes, the technical term is fall down, go boom.
I I feel this name nomenclature is ontologically incorrect. These are buoys,
all right,
not anchors.
These are buoys.
Well,
so 2 of the anchors are still connected to ground way down at the root level.
Yeah.
1 anchor broke and is now floating loose, and it's no longer part of the...
yeah,
right?
they are anchoring the place to the ground from up high, but one of the anchors is broken off. And whether it's broken off from the 3 anchors or truly also from the ground, have we established that it's like truly broken, or is it just broken away from the 3 anchors?
I see. My contemplation and imagination of anchors has been inverted. He flips his head upside down.
Nice.
That's better.
Processing.
So
Dying
it
a
could
little
be
bit
that...
inside. Processing.
If I just forgot.
It could be that just a piece of it broke off. We have to get a closer look to see. It might be that the bottom part of the anchor stayed put and something smashed it across the middle, and now the surface part is what's...
I don't know if I just truly forgot the ridiculousness that is Slapdash, or my somehow increased it.
Your
I like to think that your
layered
brain...
over the memories with a thick
I'm trying to make sure that I'm established that I'm right back on brand.
Right. I like to think that your brain was like, we had a break from that. Let's put up a little wall. And Mike was like, oh, fuck you. And he was coming right through that like a pain train. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so cute.
Hello,
You're
Kitty.
so cute. Would you like to get some dice, sweetheart?
She would love to. She will not be allowed to. This is the only cat of my 3 that I've ever had who will try to sneak my dice off the table and not ignore them.
Nice.
Nova likes rolling my dice. So what you should see is if you can get some of the big, like, rubber styrofoam dice that Liz gave me, and see if she could have her own set.
To smack?
Yeah, just smack on the floor.
Valid.
Nikki, let me know if you want me to send you giant oversized foam dice.
Sure.
Nice. So as you come across 3 anchors, you'll find that the 3rd one has been broken off halfway up, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
And now bobs horizontally. It lands on many a branch. It looks like people have taken deliberate steps to fire cable lashes over it to hold it in place. In such a hope that should the branches underneath give out, it will stay free hanging. The reason for this is because the 3 anchors, one of them, the 2 that remain are vertical buildings, right? Which means there's different levels of light, which means these are relatively sealed buildings that are stable-ish, and have been here for long enough that they're one of the few things that becomes a landmark on its own. While people try and remember that nothing's permanent, eventually complacency becomes a thing. And people get used to those buildings being functionally permanent. They have cascading levels of light because they go up, vertically, which means the higher spots are great for growing plants and other things that require that specific amount of light, but are fragile from the wind. So for the betterment of everybody, we allocate those locations to our ongoing resources, and we, the creatures that really want sunlight, but can live with less of it, live in the places that are lower than that. This building is now like this, which means that the entire thing gets the same amount of sunlight and energy and all that. Getting a building to do that, not something that usually happens. So people moved pretty fast to try and keep it to stay that way. And should the branches fall apart, it'll just free hang like a giant greenhouse basket. As you come across the location, the 2nd building does have a cartoonishly slapdash shaped sort of a the impact that Goofy makes when he and smashes into something.
Lasahana sees that, and I want to see if Esmea tracks that.
I don't know, actually.
For a brief moment, Slapdash looks at it and knows what it's like to be a bug on a windshield.
Or they've had that experience many a time.
Oh yes, perhaps this is not news. Perhaps Slapdash has dimensionally made a habit of going.
Is that what my tubes look like?
Don't like that. Don't like that.
I'm self-conscious now.
Would you call that a tubal ligation?
Self-conscious now.
Oh.
Some people are going, man, you call those tubes? Now these are tubes, and they pull out the tubes. That's the whole thing.
God. And on that terrible note, I gotta do a bio break. BRB.
You bet. Super Billion 15 because you made that out of tea. Look what you've done.
Couldn't resist.
Oh my goodness. I got stuff back for the previous note things into where I would have put stuff for world building.
Puss.
Okay, so one of the buildings is the actual. So one of the buildings is the actual skyscraper called Hudson Yards, and it has a huge sky deck. So that's probably where people would be able to anchor up.
Makes sense. Fun fact. Without doing this on purpose, the last 3 characters I've created for games are all 37. I did not do this on purpose. So I have a Hunter the Gathering character that this game is supposed to start soon, right? Mm-hmm. They are 37. And then Esme is 37. And I have a D&D 5e character in a very boat-centric, pirate-centric world that is also 37. And that game starts on Monday. And I didn't do this on purpose. And I am not 37, so it's not me just making them my age. And so... I'm 34, almost 35. I just want to be clear. I'm not making them 37 because I'm 37. But I've just made 3 almost 40 characters. And I just happen to choose 37 3 times, which is incredibly funny. There's just something about the, a expert in what they're an expert in, but not all-knowing characters where I'm making them 37, I think. I'm making, competent adults in my head are 37.
They're just old enough. They're just old enough to acquire expertise and get past the youthful inhibitions of things. But not so old that they're losing any speed.
Exactly. It's like the sweet spot for competency without any loss of anything yet. That's funny.
You think I should put the notes in the Discord chat or the notes in the Zoom chat?
Hello, baby. Aquas is meal.
Uh-huh.
Hi, babe. What you doing?
Okay, and the name of Slapdash's character species is
iRobot.
Right. Well, in Wildsea terminology is
I don't remember.
What's the term for it? Mike, what's the name? What's the name in the Wildsea terminology? Okay. What's the matter, Mike?
Turns out, coughing when you're about to take a sip of ginger ale.
Oh, doesn't go well.
Ginger
ale. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and let you take care of what you gotta take care of.
Hey, so in Wildsea terms, slapdash would be an iron bound.
Okay. Let me go ahead and I can just
Aku. Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel? It's been a while, so I'm really looking at my character sheet. I have some really good numbers and some stuff.
Uh-huh. Right?
Oh, wow, I'm really good at this.
Literally. There's like +7 Arcana, +8 Diplomacy, which is why I went hunting for bargains.
Uh-huh.
6 Intimidation, 6 Stealth.
Yeah, I have a lot of freaking bonuses on like high numbers.
What level is everyone?
9?
Okay.
I don't know where the number is. I don't know.
It's in small print near the top, I think.
There's a lot of small print near the top.
Yeah, like right next to the character name.
Uncle baby. I don't see it. I might be using a different character sheet than you, though.
Are you using Path Builder?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. What's the matter, baby girl? Oh, you want attention? Can you come back into the bedroom where I'm actually at to get the attention?
That's pretty important information.
Yeah. Can you share your... Well, you probably can't share your screen, can you, if we're on Jay's Zoom? I don't know.
Oh, depends on how he has it set up. Let's find out. Oh, Liz, I would not put notes in the Zoom chat. I would put them in Discord.
Oh.
Just because Jay typically creates the Zoom meeting every time, so any notes you put in will be lost.
Gotcha. Let me just get rid of those then.
I have sent Jay a request to share my screen.
Nick, you're going to send you a screenshot, so to speak.
Okay.
So the top left corner of the image that I just posted in Wildsea.
Oh, no, I'm not using that. I'm using an actual character sheet.
Oh.
That might be why.
But usually there is a spot for level, and I'm not seeing... Oh, there it is. I'm level 8.
Oh.
You're a level down then. I think the rest of us are 9.
Well.
9.
Jay has declined my request to share screen. That's valid.
Okay. Mike,
That's
are
fair.
you aware that the GIF you just sent has Totoro in it? From a movie you still haven't seen?
That is funny.
The toy, toy that the person's yanking back into the basket is Totoro.
So what I'm hearing is...
We still need to watch Totoro.
Let's do it.
Yep. Sure. Never seen it.
It is by far the chillest of the Studio Ghibli films that I have seen. So if you want a nice palate cleanser with some conflict, with some tension, but nothing super, super, super over the top, it's great.
So I've seen Princess Mononoke, Kiki's Delivery Service, and Grave of the Fireflies.
Yeah, no, oh boy, yeah.
If you haven't seen Grave of the Fireflies,
that's a lot of war, man.
So
what I'm hearing is we need to watch Howl's Moving Castle next to get you the war quartet, and then we can do chill stuff.
We can literally do Howl's Moving Castle, then Spirited Away, then Ponyo, then Totoro.
I have heard my entire life that Howl's Moving Castle is almost certainly a slam dunk for a movie that I like.
Perfect.
And I'll get to it. Then again, I spent my whole life hearing that I personally would appreciate Orochimaru from Naruto, and I met him, and I was like, 1, he's into snakes. 2, he's literally part snake. And 3, he's evil as hell. What are you trying to say?
Some people's favorite characters can be villains. It's
right, but I'm all for like
Morgana from Merlin. Mwah.
My favorite bad guys.
Love her. Also,
like,
one of my personal favorite corruption arcs. Anyway,
sure. My favorite.
And sorry if I just spoiled that, but that is in Arthurian lore.
Right. One of my favorite archetypes for villains is either villains who are evil for the sake of it. Like, there's no further reason. They're not morally justifiable, and they do not care. Or like really charming bad guys, usually who are women. The lady from Sinbad was great.
Oh yeah, Very nature.
Jay, I have some incredible news for you.
What's that?
You're gonna love the Locked Tomb.
I'm
gonna keep saying this until you've read
it. Yeah. So I hear. Anyway, listen. Power is attractive. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Competency is also attractive. In my experience, well-written villains are both of those things, powerful and confident.
I love villains who I can absolutely understand where they came from and know that we would end up on different ends.
Sure, yeah.
For the same journey. Maybe not necessarily like I would be good if I had gone through the same thing. I might have been corrupted in a different way, but I fully get it, and also I don't agree.
But I wouldn't be that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how come part of why Edge of Time, it's a Spider-Man video game, really drops the ball for me. Going into the oven, the laundry list of ingredients should be amazing. It's written by Stan Lee and co-written by the guy who made the original 2099 line, who they brought out of retirement to make the game. There are two Spider-Man in it, Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099. They have a bunch of top-shelf actors from Spider-Man's history, along with a couple of A-listers from Hollywood to mix it up a little bit. Val Kilmer's in it for some reason. Like, there's a bunch of weird decisions, all of which that sound like they should come out. They got my favorite composer, right? It's great. But the villain does not act like they're committed to the bit, both the delivery of the lines and the script itself. And I was like, no. Your argument can't be, I will go back in time and undo every terrible thing that ever happened so I don't have to suffer. If you're okay with it, I guess. Oh, I'm also Peter Parker. And I'm like, no. If you're going to make evil Spider-Man, who in this version is kind of Elon Musk, you need to commit to a change like that. Just don't half-step something like that. What the fuck are you doing? Like, Val Kilmer was barely in it, and he gave more of a shit.
We probably should get on track though, because poor Nicholas.
Yeah. So here you are, 3 anchors, 2.5 anchors.
Right. So Mycelia knows the 2 anchors as Green Prow and 3 Rings. And those buildings in life, or pre-Verdancy, right?
Right.
Were so 3 Rings was the one World Trade Center, right?
Ooh,
and the other one, well, the one that's been the new one that's been built, right? No, because we've rebuilt. There's one World Trade Center building, and the other one is Hudson Yards, which has this big old like viewing deck that probably is a landing platform now. But no, I'm not saying that there were never 2 Trade Center buildings. I'm saying that we're talking about the new one that was built in that vicinity as a part of their reconstruction stuff. So I just picked the 3 buildings that looked like the tallest things that would stick out above the level of the screen, and that was one of them.
That's great.
So she knows 3 Rings and she knows Green Prow. And then the Empire State Building, which is kind of collapsed but is still being latched in place, is Whispers East.
You bet. So what you've come here to talk to your friend into swapping places with a different thing, right? With a different person. You bet.
But she knows her friend from the previous life before everything reset, so who knows where in these buildings the friend actually is.
Sure, right. The building, the horizontal building, is absolutely what looks like a giant greenhouse that is in the process of being refitted. Which means that many of the containers and chairs and stuff, like whatever was bolted down that survived being tilted like that, is now oriented the wrong way. And there's a lot of very delicate construction happening. Windows are falling through. This is a very delicate situation that is clearly costing some people their lives as they vanish beneath the waves, and it's worth it for the greater community. There are safety steps being taken, but you can only mitigate risk like that so much. This means there is, of course, a crowd of people who come to see something you don't get to see every day, and a crowd of security people whose job it is to, try and get them not get any closer, because weight distribution is a huge problem exactly this moment, right? Which is to say, if you're here to find somebody, they are either in this mess or one of like the 6 people who are still at their jobs or houses in the building. What was the first one? 3 Rings?
Yes.
3 Rings today is mostly a series of domiciles. because the upper floors don't have enough sun from old broken windows and stuff to let them function effectively. There's a lot of shutters and bars and crumbling bits, and it's better for people to live in them than trying to grow things in them.
Okay. Well, it's a coin toss. Things already look different than they were the last time I was here, so we might need to land and start asking some questions of some folks that might have been around long enough to.
Maybe not how to get to it, but the description of the area where your friend lives.
So Reverb usually stuck to the lower levels because she's also a ironbound, so she doesn't have as much need for daylight and such things. So she tended to spend more time around the folks that lived in the lower floors.
Okay.
When I knew her, the good news is she shouldn't be hard to find if we get into the right area because they call her Reverb for a reason. She's very loud. So
hey, we have something in common.
Yes,
there's a slight shiver down on the spine.
It
can't quite compress.
It might be meeting you, Slapdash, that helped jog my memories from my past life enough for me to recall her correctly. So thanks for that, I think.
And in reference to that, from our earlier session, you'll literally hear like the song from Moana, "You're Welcome" will start playing.
Canonically present, which is
just
exciting.
jam out to that song real quick.
We're all gonna do a little dance. So she's largely.
can sing it in my head. It's fine.
Yeah, she's largely like her components are mostly a large oil drum and a bell, like on those old cast iron deals, and so many keys and coins and other things that kind of just orbit in the vicinity around her. Seems like electrical charge. So she's pretty recognizable, but the trouble's going to be navigating down into the lower floors where she's likely to be, assuming she didn't get herself into legal trouble again.
And we've discussed that, like, out of character. In character, we have discussed how dangerous 3 Anchors is, correct? Like, that's something we know going in?
I believe we had talked about it being like the kind of place you want to be careful about, but that doesn't mean all 3 Anchors are like that. We don't know. Maybe one of them's peaceful and one of them's more, what are you laughing at so hard all of a sudden? What did I miss?
I posted something in the Discord.
What did you do?
Heather has consumed a giggle twig while nobody was looking.
I just loved it. Discord, even if it's closed, just gives you little pop-up notifications. And so I got a pop-up notification of, do you want to share with the class what the descriptor is for your subwoofers?
That's just subwoofers.
when Slapdash plays music and the subwoofers go, it looks an awful lot like one of those Dwayne Johnson peck pops. Just
great image, great, beautiful.
Good time.
That's how you know that the Slapdash is really getting into it.
Sorry, what I meant.
Entire body just.
Oh God.
New and updated Slapdash with the extra wub. Not gonna be a good time.
So I would definitely say for totally completely normal narrative reasons and not because we are the players in the game, Laxahana is going to tell this group to be the ones to go, and she's going to go with you to support her crew.
We're gonna leave Hiram back on the ship to guard it.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably leaving Hiram quote unquote in charge within reason. Like there are decisions that he cannot make, but in an emergency there are decisions
Heather.
That means he can't just be like, all right, we're leaving, let's go. But if there's an emergency, he is who is going to be making the calls of actually we should get the ship and go, and or you know, if there's any attack on the ship or anybody tries to steal anything like that. So he has emergency powers only that will last until Lasahana is back on the ship, and if you fucking try to I will come and murder you. That's not Lasahana, that's me.
Been there, done that. I'll be fine.
I'm having a really hard time ignoring the other Peck Pop.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna have to like dig out of that.
Nikki, I want you to know I've had high hopes plaguing my head all day. Thanks for that.
Oh my god.
What?
Nikki shared one of the cat having high hopes in the kitchen, and I've had that song stuck in my head all day. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no, I have no worries about whether or not I could kill Hiram. I'm saying me as Heather will come murder you as a joke. If you decide to have your character take my ship.
Awfully possessive for someone who didn't want to be captain.
Right, yeah.
I didn't want to be, but I take my role very seriously. Thank you very much.
What I'm hearing is don't start none, won't be none. Right?
If Mike does die, I did not do it, and I don't actually wish his death upon the world.
If Mike does die,
we'll see what happens after this session.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I mean, hey, if you want to, if you think you can afford the airfare from Buffalo or wherever to,
right. If you're looking
if I can go across country, sure.
Heather's made a friend with somebody called Daedalus. I think she'll be all right.
Vengeance will be hers.
Listen, I got some friends. I don't got that type of friend.
Vengeance?
I only just started this job. I don't got that money.
So Mycelia and Slapdash are going to disembark with Lasahana. And is Maya coming?
I'm actually in the world now. We traded places.
But you are not Lasahana. There's Lasahana and a Heather in the same ship at the same time. And then there were two.
So my screen's giving me like error messages. So bear with me a second while I connect a different way to get it to stop giving me glitches. So just like a second.
Mike, was that a video or a video game?
What?
The sound.
I think it was a dog.
Where was that puppy?
Oh.
Arr, would be the dog.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Naomi has such a range
like
of vocalizations. She has some fascinating vocalizations.
Your Zoom loves following you, so you just keep looking like you're walking up to the fate of a Mycelia statue.
Hey.
Listen, there are lots of statues.
Praise be. Praise be to the Mycelia.
Right. There are lots of statues in our nation.
A new religion in this fictional world is born. What, Jay? What are you saying? What words?
There are lots of statues in our world, in our nation, that I find distasteful. That I would have replaced with a Mycelia statue like that.
Oh yeah.
The equivalent of tithing is donating bread mold and yogurt.
It's things that have been cultivated with fungi. Absolutely.
Right. A little bit of your compost pile,
Yep. Mold spores and fungus. Yep.
Oh, I forgot that you put your little octopus buddy with you.
Oh yeah, you have many an octopus buddy. There's a flotsam and a jetsam.
I forgot that like Mike had actually put one of the octopi in his Hero Forge picture.
Yeah, well, because that's Flapjack.
Yeah. But you
that's
him all the time. I forgot that you added him to your guy.
Oh yeah, he's been there the whole time.
Like Sam Reich.
He's Sam Reich?
Thank you, Sam Reich.
Please don't make Flapjack Sam Reich.
Why not though?
What about Sam Wrong?
No.
He is that. No. You want bits, motherfucker?
That's a stretch.
Okay. That's fair. I'll do better in the future.
You'll try.
I mean, but the stretch is okay because it's an octopus.
I don't know. Do they stretch? I've never seen them.
They're very flexible creatures. I don't know if they need to stretch
not the same thing at all.
Or if they just are very malleable creatures.
If they're just sort of bendy.
Bendy is not. stretched though.
There's actually going to be a new movie coming out soon about
Bendy.
A guy who gets attacked by a squid that gets eaten by a whale, and then he's stuck inside the whale because the whale ate the squid.
That's so many. That's like the new fucked up Eldritch Jonah.
Right, I was just thinking that.
There's so many layers.
It's Cthulhu, actually, because then he tries alchemy inside the squid's belly, and he meshes all three, himself, the whale, and the squid, into one giant creature.
Cthulhu. Anyway.
All right, we disembark.
You disembark.
So,
so productive.
And if you was going to be looking for your friend, how would you find him?
I think I would. Well, first I'd have to take a moment to just kind of see if I'm being recognized by anybody, because depending upon how this version of the world turned out, I've either got a good reputation, a bad one, or none, and that may make a big difference. But she'd probably start by heading to the lower decks, like getting as low as she can, because Reaver would have hung out like one floor below where everybody else is getting their settlement set up.
You bet.
So probably following any Ketra that are living here, or any other Gao.
You bet. As you wander the general area and you look for any semblance of recognition from the people, you'll find that some of them, all of them react to you. The reaction is different from person to person, but there's really only two major subsets of reaction. There is acknowledgement and then run away very fast and close the nearest door and slam the blind shut. And acknowledgement and free solid like a deer in headlights until somebody else goes and snaps them into their focus, and then they do the first one.
Specifically to Mycelia, or to
specifically
us
to Mycelia?
Oh.
Okay. So it's that version. Okay, it's coin toss if she's here or if she's in Three Rings.
Because of the reaction to you?
Yes. The last time I left shooting. With a whole bunch of. So here's the problem. In one of my first lives, when I was here, it was when I was a courier, and the thing I was apparently supposed to curry was a device for a fellow who was rescuing is a generous term, thawing amber folk from the amber with a device that I was currying to him.
Hey, I've done that before.
Yes. His motives were less than honorable, so I got into some trouble with him, got a whole bunch of his subjects out, and we escaped and fled in the ship. I was shot and died in the exit process, and was reborn with them. If any of his people are still here, they may be upset, but it's been a few generations, I think, so that's probably moot. The second time I was here, I got into a sort of a crossways with a pirate captain. They tossed me down. Look, I didn't start it. I just finished it. I was a little rougher and wilder then, and didn't take prisoners. They shoved me down a elevator shaft, and I had to crawl through the darkness under eaves for a while until I found another shaft.
We thought you were going to say that they shoved you into a food processor, and I am so sorry that was my thought.
Wow.
They shoved me into a thing of knives, and I died, and I'm like, yeah, that's
valid. They were planning on killing me for food, which is why I didn't take prisoners. So I made my way to the surface again. There's a whole story to that. So anyway, where that matters is that if any of those folks' descendants are still here, might have a problem, but it might explain why they're all scattering to the winds, because I had a friend with me at the time named no, that's what it was about. I wasn't taking any prisoners. That was her name. I had a friend that saved me under there. She was a Ketra, and she kicked their asses. But Reverb is the person that helped me grow back from that one.
How many lifetimes ago was that for you?
Before the big reset after the Mother Nature thing, I think 2. Because I died in the middle of the Wildsea with the previous crew. That's why I was by myself. when you all found me. I had come back. All I remembered how to do was be the courier because I had grown back with all of my courier things still kind of with me. So I just picked up and followed that trail of breadcrumbs, and then eventually pieced myself back together enough that I kind of just like another person on the sea. So she's probably still here because as an ironbound, they do live a long time. And I do remember her wanting to be somewhere else, but there was really not another else place for her to go besides one of these other anchors that she knew of. So, yes, so the people that are scattering probably have picked up on the reputation I had from before. There aren't that many four-armed, five-tailed Gao running around, and the Gao can tell the difference between Krezerin mutation and just Gao development. So I'm probably instantly recognizable. Yes, so they're probably more afraid of me than we are of them, and that may be either good or bad as we go. Depends on how much anger's in there.
I was gonna say, do you think they will be angry and scared enough to take initiative, I should say?
Well, since they're running and hiding in their homes, so far so good.
So far, but do you think there are any that, like, it's a possibility that any would see you and respond?
Seems like a reasonable risk. I'm glad I'm not going here by myself.
Great. I'm just going to look over at Esme and make sure that you also clocked the very targeted potential risk. You weren't already keeping your continuously scanning gaze going.
As you're busy having this conversation, a small rag-covered Gao child will run up to you, grab you by the pant leg, and say, "You're a hero."
Oh, hi. I think Vasily's gonna like kind of drop down toward her level and be like, "I'm a hero."
Yes, you shot people. And that little girl holds up a picture, a cartoon crayon scribble of what is probably you gunning down several people.
Yeah, that looks like how I used to look. In the other journals I had, that was about my look. I was a lot darker complexion then, and I think I gained a tentacle or two since then. Yeah.
They go,
Thank you for that.
You inspire change, and they pull on you, and they like kind of get you to go with them.
Okay. The little child seems to like me well enough. We should probably start this way.
You can see lots of adults with windows going, "What are you doing?" But none of them are brave enough to go get the kid.
I was gonna say, can I look in the direction that the kid ran from and just make sure that the overall feeling isn't, oh no, this child's about to get murked?
Sure, yeah. Oh, those people are absolutely confident that kid is either insane or not coming back, or both. You watch that little kid spring from the closed door. Two grown-up size hands swipe at them as they go out, but not go after them after that. They close the door instead.
Like trying to bring this kid in.
Right. But once the kid's out of arm's reach, you know what? You're on your own.
I tried. Yeah.
Right. The kid will bring you to a separate door. That's behind some closed up stone and wood. Like you got to sneak behind, sneak through the rubble to get to it. You didn't see anybody dash back there. Is anybody doing with you, or is it just a little kid in mycelia?
Esme will go too.
You bet.
Unless you tell her not to.
I don't think she's got no reason to stop you. She's gonna want to have somebody else with her.
I don't think we should split at all. I think wherever mycelia is going is where we're wandering.
That works.
Sounds good.
Unless anyone else has been here and knows where to find said friend, I think we should just stick with mycelia. Oh, is there a bug, baby? Did you find a buggy bug? She found a bug on the ceiling.
Go ahead.
I just said Nova found a bug on the ceiling, and so is attempting to get it and is being thwarted by height.
Rip.
So as you travel towards the building, and you head inside, they bring you down a set of rickety stairs, and there's immediately this palpable smell of plants and rot. And I imagine to a gal it's quite pleasant, but perhaps not to anyone else.
This is a gal garden coming up.
My brethren.
So refreshing.
Yeah. One
A
of
feast
us.
ahead.
And as you go down the stairs, you get to the bottom, and there is it's a statue, but it's also a living statue made out of compost with just enough branches and materials to sort of keep its shape, but also keep changing. And it looks somewhere between the you are and the you were. There are various Gao in here that are clearly experimenting on themselves and on each other.
Oh dear.
There's
just a
scribbled
hero.
notes. Some of them are tacked up. Some of them are on the ground. It's clearly a lab, and it doesn't look like anybody here is a prisoner or anything. Sort of a body mod scene, but everyone, everyone's on the same page. There's no crime happening here.
They're all just self-modification kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Self-modification. And if you like there are pictures of you and sketches of you and big drawn out complicated notes like Sheldon's board, but with more mushrooms than math. It looks very much like you're trying to replicate you. There's a person in the corner singing to people who are busy under process and therefore sort of like a dialysis machine just stuck there for a few hours. And they're busy singing a story about how there is a gal who's has the gift of rebirth in a way that they don't, which is not to say that they die and stay dead, but from this story, this gal recycles and comes back together a lot faster, and therefore could have like procedural legacy, consistent legacy in a way that many gal don't have privilege. By the time they resurrect, much of what they had done has been undone. So they're trying to speed up that process. And it looks like they all have achieved that to some extent.
Listen, we were joking about the mycelia religion. I need to know. So I need to know, is this what you've already had planned, or was this I made that comment and you went, pivot?
I deign not to answer the question at this time.
Jay's the kind of DM that like yes and a like offhand comment.
Absolutely. Right. That's why I want to know which way it was, because either way is cool. Either very nice ability to pivot, or I accidentally called it.
So the original plan had been for there to be a series of Gao who were like inspired by your previous work and had sort of taken control of three horns to make it kind of a military enclave. But the religion sounded way better. Sounded way better. And it's not necessarily a religion. I would call it a movement. I don't know if I call it a
cult leader. Yep.
Right.
So not a cult, but a cult following.
Sure. Right.
By
a
accident.
Cult following. You bet. And it doesn't look like they've achieved what you do, but they have done it on a lower scale, which is to say one of them is actively being cut and giggling at the idea as their wounds heal. They're like Wolverine. They heal in like 3 seconds. And then they turn at the guy with the knife and they go again. And he goes, no, you need time to heal. He goes, look at me, I am healed. Go again. Deeper this time. I need, just take my arm off. And the other guy's like, I don't know about that, man.
Here's a question. Do the gal feel pain?
Sure we do.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes.
So this person could also be, in theory, potentially running off of the endorphins that do happen in injury to keep your brain and body functioning, which means absolutely do not chop their arm off. Don't do that.
What's really wild about this is that while she's talking about this, the way that the back screen is trying to hold her keep her visible. Heather, from my perspective, your left arm, right, by my perspective, kept flickering in and out of existence while you were talking about don't amputate this person's arm.
Yours shows up and mine doesn't.
That's fun.
Well, it keeps randomly cutting out.
Sure.
Make my face disappear.
Yeah, right.
Because you look different enough from the person you were when this whole thing started to happen, they don't recognize you at first.
But the little one recognized Mycelia, which is interesting.
Right. The little one has different eyes than the rest of them.
Interesting.
The little one has golden eyes. And when they come down the like amber eyes, and when they come down the stairs, everyone will notice them. Not a lot of these people are doing something, right? So they don't notice right away. But as the little girl comes through, they all wave and see, and the little girl points at you and makes this rustling sound that sounds like many, 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 many bugs in a very small container. And all the Gao know what that means, right? It's the Gao word for herald. And they respond like you think they might. They all stop what they're doing and just sort of stare at you. The entire place, it was very, very busy and noisy with the sounds of song and communication, and no small amount of hardware goes completely silent.
Oh, this is happening again. All right.
And they all look very bright, and they would hang on anything you said. And the little girl goes, "See, he will."
This is very cute. So Mycelia's looking around at what's going on here, and this is probably not the first time she's run into this. But I see this time my reputation seems to have stuck. May I speak to whoever's in charge? If any one of you in particular is?
They all point at the little girl.
And she looks down at the little girl and she just says, you know like the when an adult just really loves children, right? And she looks down at this little girl like, of course you are. Right?
Little girl turns a little bit pink and does that thing where kids drag one of their feet in the sand for a second. And goes, different eyes.
Yeah. And she's kind of like tucks under her chin and goes, of course, and they're lovely, aren't they? Right?
They are. They also burden.
Just nodding at that. Just absolutely.
Yes. So I apologize for being gone so long. When I am reborn, I have very few memories at first, and it takes me a long time to put them back together. So
one of those people who stand up and go, I fixed that. I've been reborn 3 times. All the memories, well, not all of them, but like 98% of them. The 2% I lost were my brother. He is very mad at me.
Yeah, well, you're ahead of me. I think I've forgotten a few families over the years. Quite awkward when you run into your daughter. Yes, it came back at that point.
Okay. This is both a Lost a High and a Heather question. But if this is a reoccurring thing with the Gao, wouldn't you anticipate that?
So it's not common for the Gao to be reborn that fast. Usually it takes, if they are reborn, it's usually over a period of generations, and it's a little bit more like they just kind of get folded into the mix. Like her ability to be reborn, truly reborn, is relatively.
So if she's reborn to the point where she's in the same timeline still as like, or the same lifetime as her daughter, then her daughter is expecting her to still be fully aware and everything, because she can't have died.
Or thinks that she wandered off one day and just didn't come home.
Yeah,
and there was a long explanation that had to be had. That she died in the Wildsea somewhere along the way and grew back and didn't remember who she was and wound up hundreds of miles away by the time she figured it out. Yeah. So in the lore in Wildsea, in the lore in Wildsea, I don't think the Gao actually come back to life. They don't reincarnate like that at all. That's actually a rare Mothrin thing. And I have backstory built for Mycelia for why she can do that. But the fact that these folks are able to do it suggests that they've been experimenting enough to replicate what's happened. That makes Mycelia different from most Gao. So no, she would just seem to be dead, and then she'd wander back into their lives after she finally pieced it together and have to explain a phenomenon that doesn't happen, right? But the Wildsea occasionally does strange things, and weirder things have happened, right? So it's not that they wouldn't necessarily believe her immediately as much as it would take a minute. Getting over the anger first. And then like Mycelia's own grief process as she realizes like how much else, have I lost, that didn't come back. But she's looking around at this crowd going, that man who managed to keep his memories preserved, I want to talk to. Because none of her changes have been intentional, right? So somebody's managed to craft a solution to probably her biggest problem. That's that right there, like, might pivot Mycelia like temporarily off mission,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would very much like to talk to you and how you did that. Because all of my changes have been Cressarin induced and I didn't plan them. So
sure. Yes, it would be my great privilege. And they all get very jealous of the idea that you're gonna go talk to them. And the little girl goes, You'll stay this time, right?
Oh yeah. No. I would hope to return. I don't know that I can. There's too much of life I don't have control over.
Big sob thing kids do, and then ugly cry all over the floor. The floor filled with amber tears.
And she's just gonna scoop the little kid up and just kind of like try to soothe her. Like I know I never can stay. Life doesn't give me that anymore. But perhaps it will one day. But for right now, I have a friend to save. A very, very overdue debt.
A friend to save? Which friend?
Mm-hmm. I knew her as Reverb. I don't know if she goes by the same name.
Giggle and then look very sad. I mean, we know Reverb.
Yeah,
Reverb is in the bottom of the building, and they are not okay.
Oh no. All right. Has anybody heard of a Ketra named Takes No Prisoners? Because she used to live in the bottom levels.
Yes. Reverb is in the bottom because their powers have become deeply unstable, and if they're any closer to the surface, we all pay for it.
Oh dear.
They're not a prisoner because of us. They self-isolate.
Yeah, that would make sense for her to be down there then. Oh, poor Reverb. All right.
They go,
she's going back at the others.
We have a solution. And they provide what looks like a wrought iron rod with some sort of like mushrooms somehow growing through it, even though it's made out of iron, right? There's no dirt or anything. Like the mushrooms just lace through it. It looks almost like
on the iron.
Weird organic spine. And they go, we think we are sure that this will function as a coping mechanism. The problem is that, well, none of us can get through the lightning storm to get in there.
Oh dear. Yep.
And the one that heals like Wolverine goes, not even me. I keep trying. The blasts are too big.
Well, she's gonna look over at Slapdash like, This might be fortunate that we brought another iron-bound, or not. I don't know. Slapdash, is it better or worse if you get hit with electricity?
A very claptrap of you.
What?
Huh?
Is it better or worse for you if you get hit with electricity? Like, does it charge you or does it like damage you?
Unclear.
I would assume it has to do with how much electricity and
gotta go to know.
Where does it get redirected to? If you try to hold it within yourself, I can't imagine that would be good for you.
Not that long ago, I wired a dishwasher, a hardline dishwasher, for the first time. And because the electricity boxes were not labeled and not in the places where you might think, I thought that electricity was off. It was not. And I was like, yow! And I made that sound cartoon characters make. A little electricity isn't going to hurt you. Just a lot of electricity is going to hurt you.
Yeah. But Slapdash's reaction is like, I'm uncertain. Previously, I believed myself to be powered by interdimensional goo.
Previously on my so-called life.
Now, I'm powered by whispers, which has led me to have the thoughts. Anyway,
That voice drop, my God.
Oh my God, Mike.
Well,
I'm unclear what would happen if mundane electricity coursed through my corpus.
She's looking around this room full of people who are experimenting on things, going, perhaps a low dose to test? Somebody around here must have a battery.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. I gotta give you appreciation for your commitment to the creep. But also, fuck, man.
I keep having those thoughts. Anyway, it's very much like
tone,
robotic voices that, like,
the pitch.
Yeah,
it's the cadence. It's just the thoughts. Like what
anyone who ever listens to a recorded line that automatically inserted another robotic phrase, like from those like assembled, like, you know, pre-recorded customer service messages, has dealt with this. So.
Oh my gosh.
Mike, did you ever see the episode of The Fairly Odd Parents, Stay With Me Now, where Timmy Turner's dad loses like the running trophy?
I literally never watched the show.
Oh, it's a fun time in the beginning. After the first couple of seasons, the narrative sort of representation of characters changes, and characters who were fun and endearing become oppressive and terrible.
Jay, Fairly Odd Parents has a narrative?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
When you watch it in order and not in random order as it comes on TV.
Yeah.
There's an order?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Weirdly, yes.
So some highlights from that show include that time Ben Stein played a pixie who said, "Bring it, meat." And that is a win for the ages. That's a good time. But the episode in this particular case, Timmy Turner's dad has a running trophy that he believes is responsible for him ending up with Timmy Turner's mom. For various reasons, Timmy feels the need to undo this. And when he goes back, he goes through the past, he fucks it up, he goes back to his present to find that dad is a dystopian warlord and rules the entire world with a wrought iron fist and makes everybody smile all the time because he is sad. It's deeply fucked. And he smiles the whole time, and Timmy doesn't do this because he doesn't understand the rules because he didn't grow up in them, right? And for reasons that are not exactly subtle, Dad decides that Timmy is a weird, unusual kid who he cares about, but not enough to not torture him. So Dad smiles the whole time, and he shows him the trophy room. There's no trophy in it. And he goes, and this is where I would keep my trophy if I had one.
Oh, that's where it's fucked. I have seen that so many times, but I didn't know that.
He'll get very, very sad for a moment and go, and the happy's back. And it's creepy as hell. It's creepy as hell. That reminds me of Timmy Turner's dad briefly becoming a nihilistic shit weasel.
Great.
It's not unsettling at all.
Sounds like a perfectly normal, adjusted human.
Yeah. It's a great show for the first couple of seasons. We is a great word. It's multi-purpose. It can mean we three, we the people, are my favorite. We also from the Fairly Odd Parents. It's a great show.
Still remember the bit of, from there was a show called Hysteria where you can't say we on television. They're saying
get the fingerprints, and Dot holds up prints and goes, I can't fingerprints. It's a kid show. Whoa, you can't
that response wasn't for a kid show, that's for sure.
I can't believe you got that on a TV. What the fuck? You can't do that on this show.
We're doing great, guys.
Anyway.
Heads up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We probably need a wrap here.
We probably do. Besides, now you have a plan. You have this sort of mushroom iron spine thingy to go downstairs and maybe lightly zap Slapdash, give it a little zip zip.
Just see what happens with a battery or two.
Slapfish? Did you just call him Slapfish?
Yes, I did. Because you're going to grill him. You're going to place one of his metal tubey cheeks under an electric fence briefly and see what happens.
You are making some serious assumptions about our goals, I think.
I think
You're making
so.
some serious assumptions about how Slapdash functions, so that's also interesting.
That's true. I don't actually know that he has a shiny metal ass. That's true. I don't know.
Right.
Like,
I was just gonna have him hold a battery.
I don't know if
but
I wouldn't call them that.
But you're currently experiencing like body perhaps image issues. Those are what my tubes look like. I feel self-conscious now, right?
You did say that.
You did say that. So I